Beat Up Cat family, here we are returning with the picks, and I certainly missed it. It's been almost 2 weeks without picks. We are returning now, baby. But where are my manners? We are your host, Mel, and this is also your host,
JC.
and here we are again. Let me say this for the fifth time. For the picks, baby. Very excited. We are looking forward for this card, boys and girls. And there's a couple of things here that, you know, we want to talk about. We want to address a couple of things, about the fighters. And but first, we want to say thank you for us, for all the views and the subs. We really love you guys. It really means the world to us. We're trying to grow this channel, and you guys are making it happen to us as well. So thank you, love you, and now we want to start with the picks. I really want to get into it, just straight up. Talk about it, and so we can make some money, and you can make some money too. We also brought, who?
The coin.
The coin, the judge and the jury right here, baby. So, and let's start with the first fight. I'm gonna ask JC, what do you think of the first fight? Because I really don't know who this Santos guy is, and I tried to do some research. The last fight that he had, he just beat a guy that tried to fight him for the first time in MMA, and the guy lost.
Okay, so first of all, guys, we are going for our 6th week in a row, and the fights start at 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's gonna be in Jacksonville again. So let's break it down. So the first fight of the night is gonna be Julio Arce against Daniel Willie Cat Santos. This guy, Daniel, he trained with the champion Charles Oliveira. This guy is really dangerous, like in the fights, like you cannot find it like Daniel Santos. You have to put Willie Cat, and that's the way that you can see like the fight that he has. He hasn't fought in 2 years, so that's something as a concern, but he always sparring with the champ, but it's not the same sparring than training, like for a camp.
That
like
actually
for a fight.
fighting, yeah.
So Julio Arce is a really complete fighter. He just lost with Son Yudong, but we know that Son Yudong is a monster. And he's really complete, but I cannot reach over here because he's getting in age, and also this Willie Cat, maybe they bring it, to be another something special, or maybe not, but Julio Arce always fight in featherweight, and this fight is in bantamweight. I always say when there is changes in weight, there is something important. So for me, if anything, I would go with the underdog, but there's no pick official over here. But this fight, Arce can win it too. So I don't want to touch this fight. So I'm gonna enjoy it.
So in other words, it's not gonna be a pick though. So
the second fight of the night is a woman strawweight. I love this fight. Piera Rodriguez against Kai Hansen. This is gonna be our first pick of the night with Piera Rodriguez. This lady is a monster. She is her name is La Fiera. That means like the monster. So she is really complete. In the stand-up, she's gonna be beating the ass of Hansen. The only thing that I can see Hansen winning the fight is if he start taking down Rodriguez. But Rodriguez has really good get-up game, so it's gonna be close. But I think that Rodriguez can take it. Also, I love over here also the over in this fight. I think that this fight goes the full rounds. The third fight of the night, we have Anthony Fluffy Hernandez against Josh Friend. This fight, I love Hernandez because he has more experience and everything, but this guy, Josh Friend, there is a lot of hype in this guy. So this guy, the problem with him is he hasn't had so much time in the cage, he hasn't fought nobody. And Hernandez have fought very little competition. I would like Hernandez, but the price is high, I'm not lending -200 for a guy that, the other guy is dangerous. And also, he's gonna fight Duplessis, but the fight fall because Duplessis was gonna fight with Gastelum, and then Gastelum pulled out because he had an injury 1 week before, and Hernandez changed the opponent, so you don't know what's gonna happen if he prepared the same for Duplessis, that from this guy. So I don't wanna be touch nothing in this fight.
And this guy gives me the bad vibes. What I mean by the bad vibes, and he's a dangerous dude. I try to do some research on him. seeing some of his highlights. This guy, Fremd, I want to pronounce his name like that. I don't know if I'm going to butcher it. But this guy can submit and knock you out. So this guy is very dangerous. Like
we don't know if he's
a
real or not because the level of competition. So it's better.
It's different.
You know?
So it's different. Yeah. So let's see what happens in this fight.
Let's watch it and then we keep an eye on
Because
it.
Hernandez will give him a run for his money. So let's see what happens. So the next fight is
We have the dinosaur Olinik. He's gonna be
Olinik.
46 years old.
Jesus Christ, and this guy's still taking a beating and dishing it out too. Respect to this man.
Yeah, 46 years old.
Respect to this man. Listen, he is he's 44.
44.
44.
Okay.
But doesn't matter. He's over 40 and still fighting.
He's gonna be 45 in June.
Yeah, he is still he's about to be 45 and still fighting. How many MMA fighters retire before
He
their
has
40s?
almost 80 fights.
And this
If
guy,
he win this one, it's gonna be his 60 win.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's,
He has more fight than years.
yeah, he's been fighting a lot. It takes a lot of heart. I mean, I could not understand because I'm not a fighter, but I guess it takes a lot of heart being 44 and still standing
punching.
and getting punches and punching other people. It's just crazy, man.
This fight can go either way. I think that those two guys, they need a win because if not, they're gonna be cut from UFC. So
Yeah, I think
they need to win.
Yeah. One of them is gonna get eliminated.
Yeah,
So this is
it's
a very dramatic fight. Yeah.
I think that this fight can go either way. Bandera knocking out and all Alexander Olinik, or Olinik take down Bandera and submit it. You know, like Olinik is a magician with the submission. So what do you think if we do the coin for this one? Speak it.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's do it.
Speak
It's
it,
actually an
because-
even fight. So.
Yeah, let's see what happens. So Olinik is gonna be heads
Mhm.
and Bandera is gonna be tails. Let's see what the coin said. It's tails, Bandera.
Banderas. Alright.
So it's gonna be Bandera by KO, guys.
By the way, I hope you sons of bitches better took out that pen and start taking notes. This is gonna be our 6th week. I'm serious.
Yeah, 6 weeks in a row.
6
That's
weeks that we
crazy.
make a profit. You guys,
We are almost
you guys gotta
half
pay
in the half
attention.
of the year and we have been profits. We have been killing UFC. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we've been killing it, man.
That's
Ever
crazy.
since we got together and we started watching UFC and
And doing the channel.
and doing the
YouTube
channel and all
give
that.
us luck. Because
Well, like before the channel, we were still watching UFC and we were.
yeah, but not so profitable like every week.
Yeah, that's true. So it was not that much profitable at first, but we had
Yeah, we
weeks.
made money.
We had a lot of weeks, like.
But not so
but
consistent. Like
but
now.
not consistent like this, like 6 in a row. No, like we could have like
2
or 3 in a row, and then we could have like
One
like
bad.
a semi bad one, and then we have like 2 or 3 more that will be good, and then we'll have a bad one because we're not perfect. At the end of the day, it is what it is. So okay, so obviously the next fight is going to be between Mr. Gall and Mala.
If I tell you the truth, I think that people they are like so crazy because Mike Malone, like the submission that he did in Dana White Contender Series. But this Mickey Gall, he has been like fighting for a long time right now in UFC, and it's not the same Dana White Contender Series like UFC. You know, when you have like time, this guy fought Morono, this guy, he has been fighting a lot of guys and he has more experience. Guys, like, I'm not gonna touch nothing because we have to see if this Mike Malott is legit, but it's something I would like Mickey Gall, and more than he's an underdog in this spot.
Yeah, pretty much like a money fight. If you guys want to do something like that, it's not all picks. So if you guys want to decide, and the reason why we tell you to go with Mickey Gall is because he's a jiu-jitsu expert, so he knows. You know how we say about the jiu-jitsu guy. You know how we do. They are comfortable on the back. They're about to submit you. It's as simple as that. So, however, the other guy is really strong though. So
Yeah, that's
But
the reason.
I think.
But we have to see the level of competition with the other guy.
Yeah, like
He's the winning
we gotta
the
see that guy though. We still gotta see him do some damage.
Next fight of the night we have in women bantamweight Aspen Ladd against Raquel Pennington. This is gonna be our second pick of the night. It's gonna be Raquel.
Third.
The first
How many?
is
How many?
yeah, the
Yeah,
second.
you're right. The second one.
Raquel Pennington. This lady is really tough. She has been fighting for a long time, and Aspen Ladd hasn't been so good since he has like the surgery in his knee. So she has to show me something. At least we know that Raquel Pennington has fight IQ and she's really strong. She has fought the best level of competition, and I don't like the stand-up on Aspen Ladd. If it's a stand-up, Raquel Pennington is gonna beat her. So Raquel Pennington, and also I love the over in this fight. I think that this fight goes the 3 rounds because neither girl has a strong KO power, so I like this one.
Alright.
So I'm gonna let you the next one because I know that you like it.
Oh, hell yeah. This is gonna be between my boy Rosentrick versus Taibura. And this is a clash. This is a clash of the titans, pretty much, guys. I mean, you see the ways of these two fellas. You see their.
This guy doesn't go to decisions.
This is definitely not gonna go in decisions, man. Somebody's getting
knocked.
He's getting knocked the hell out, no matter what.
Yeah.
But I have the feeling Rosentrick is gonna take this one without a shadow of a doubt.
But if you want to be like more careful, bet fight doesn't go to decision. This fight is not gonna go to decision. It's gonna be Rosentrick by TKO or Taibura taking down Rosentrick. But we saw in the fight of Rosentrick and Curtis Blade that if Rosentrick can't get it up from Curtis Blade, I don't think that Taibura has a wrestling like Curtis Blade.
But that's the one. The only one thing that I'm worried about Taibura is if he actually takes him to the ground, then it's gonna be a complete different story. However, Rosentrick has proven in the past that he's able to catch those fellas going for the legs and knock them out right then and there. So I trust him on that. So we definitely gonna go with him with Rosentrick, and that's also our pick. That's gonna be our third pick of the night.
And we go with the money fight.
Yep, this is.
People are gonna say that we are crazy.
You know what time it is?
Money fight.
Money time. Money time. Listen, man.
People are gonna say that we are crazy, but I am not in the train of Ian Gary yet. This guy fight with his chin too up, and he leave it like in the air for getting knocked out. If you saw the fight, the first fight like he has in the UFC against Jordan Williams, that he's not so good, and Jordan Williams almost take it out, Ian Gary. And that in weeks he has been in the he hasn't been like in the UFC but in the game for long, and he just lost to Barbarena only 4 days short notice, and he was in weight, everything. Imagine this guy has a full camp for this. I'm not saying that Ian Gary cannot win. Of course he can win, and he is the dog for a reason. But the underdog is really, really dangerous. And at this price, plus 300, I think that the lines there are really close. But like I tell you, the bookies, they are seeing like a lot of people love this guy because he's island like Conor McGregor. But I think this guy can lose, because if he leaves his chin so up,
And not just that, I think Darian is gonna definitely. He's gonna go for the wrestling. This guy has four on takedown average. He's gonna come and take him down to the ground, fellas.
I'm getting a guy that he can win plus 300. That's no brainer. At least put 200 over there. You're gonna be making like 600. If you lose it, no problem. But the risk take the reward.
I don't think he's gonna stand up with this guy for too long. He knows Gary is dangerous in the distance. Gary has the height, has the reach advantage over him, but this guy has an inside the wrestling. So he's definitely gonna use the wrestling and he's gonna shut down Gary. So we're gonna pick weeks for the money fight in this one. So keep that in mind, alright? So be careful, be responsible with your betting, right? So let's move on to the next one, though. Let's go with
Vin Pichel against Mark Madsen. In this one, we are going again with the underdog in Madsen. This guy has been showing improvement in his UFC career so far. Even if he's old, he was a silver medalist in Greco wrestling, so he has experience before. And the most that I love was, did you remember the last fight that he has against Clay Wooda that I told you? Why he's not taking down Clay Wooda? He was the 3 rounds fighting with Wooda, a stand-up, and he outstruck Clay Guida. So imagine if this guy now can strike and catch wrestle. It's gonna be a problem. I'm not saying that he's gonna be a
The
champ.
perfect fighter.
Yeah, you know,
Sure.
but he's gonna be, good. And Pichel is now more old.
He's older.
He's older. Yeah, thank you for the word. He's older, so there can be like problem over there. I like Mason in the spot. You know.
Yeah, we are definitely gonna go for Mason in here, and we like straight up when I saw this, I've seen Pichel fight, but I've seen Mason fight, and we know where he comes from. So no, how to say this? We are going with Mason. That's what matters, man. We're going with Mason. We know this guy's gonna take it. This guy is either gonna take Pichel to the ground, and he's gonna outstrike him. Period.
Simple like that.
Simple like that. So the next fight is a ladies fight. I kind of like this fight, but we are not gonna be choosing as a pick.
Yeah, because this fight can go either way. Tisha Torres win a decision, or Mackenzie then take it down and submit it.
And submit it.
So he's picking. So what we're gonna risk is that there is fight that we can take. So we're gonna use the coin to see what happens.
Yeah. Mackenzie is definitely gonna be
Heads.
This is Mackenzie's gonna be heads.
And Tisha is gonna be
The other hottie is gonna be tails. Alright, so let's go. Okay, so we got Mackenzie. The coin has spoken.
So it's gonna be submission.
So
He's gonna submit Tisha Torres.
well, not necessarily submit that she can win by
I don't think that he's gonna be
unanimous or split decisions.
I don't think.
But
If she
knowing
wins,
Darren, how persistent she is
She's
in
gonna
trying
be
to
a
grab
submission.
and submit their opponent, her opponent, she's definitely gonna come for it. So
now we are going to my favorite fight of the night. Gilbert Burns against Kamsat Chimaev, the Wolf. This guy has been crazy since he's landing the UFC 4 fights and he only absorbed 2 punches. That is like 0.08%. That's crazy. Like nobody in the history of the UFC has done that.
yep.
And I think that Gilbert Burns is in really problem with this guy. He's shorter. He's not so strong. And he's kind of chin. If you see like in the fight with Usman dropping with a jab, and he was at the beginning he dropped Usman. So what we are kind of saying. Chimaev, I think that he landed really, really hard because he knocked out Mitchell with only one punch. So I think that wherever this fight goes, Chimaev have the advantage. The only problem that I can see is like we haven't seen the gas tank of Chimaev. But if we see what everyone say in the gym, this guy is a monster. He doesn't get tired. That until
we haven't seen Chimaev going for the 3 rounds, but we have seen Chimaev training like an animal.
Yeah, I know, but like
not gassed out at all.
Yeah, that's the only concern that we have. But like he has to prove me wrong. I'm going with Chimaev over here. I don't think that Gilbert Burns has power to knock out this guy.
No disrespect for Burns, but you're gonna get burned in this one. Man.
Yeah, and also Burns is 36 years old. I didn't know that he's so old. I thought that he was younger.
I mean, 36 is not that old.
Yeah, but remember, this guy is not a natural welterweight. He started his career in lightweight. So,
He's been transitioning from one way to the other,
Yeah.
So
36
that
years old.
kind of takes a toll on you. So.
Yeah, and Chimaev is 27 only.
Yeah, Chimaev is
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, that's my favorite fighter right there, Chimaev.
Yeah. Do you think that he's in his prime? No, not yet.
Chimaev?
Yeah.
Not yet. He's close, but he's not yet.
You think that he can be like a better monster?
Huh?
He can be a better monster.
Yes, I believe that Chimaev can be like.
They were saying like
the ultimate fighter.
they were saying like Usman was training with Burns because he doesn't want that Burns lose because he knows he's gonna fight with Chimaev. They were saying because Usman was
making
training.
jokes about that.
No, but that's true. Usman was training with Burns, and people were saying that he was training because he's
but
scared.
they were making jokes like that. Hey, listen, Usman, you got a reason to be concerned. This guy's the real deal, man.
If this fight happens in next year, we are gonna bet Chimaev
All the way.
all the way.
All the way.
But do you think that he's gonna be an underdog in the fight? No, I think that he's gonna
Maybe because what Usman has done. Maybe depends on what happens between in this fight
Do
and
you
what
mind
happens after this fight. Let's
that
just
Chimaev
say
knocking out with one punch.
I believe that Chimaev has enough power to knock out Burns and a lot of fans.
But I would like to see Chimaev fighting first with Covington.
That's the thing, though. That Chimaev is not about power. I mean, his whole physique, his whole skills is pretty much power. This guy will take you to the ground.
Yeah, he can knock you out.
He can submit you. Yeah. He can knock you out. He can kick. This guy is what I call the epitome. How to say this word? The epitome of being the best fucking fighter in the world. He has.
Do you think that this guy is in the level of? He's gonna be in the level of St. Pierre?
Absolutely. I think Chimaev has a big chance if he continues the way that he's doing.
You don't see it.
And he doesn't box with Mayweather the way Conor McGregor did. If he keeps doing what he's doing, this guy will easily
people are saying that
replace John Jones as the GOAT. To me, the GOAT is John Jones and St. Pierre and anybody that's been in the UFC that's been called the GOAT. This guy's gonna do it. This guy has that type of aura.
But people they're saying that it's bad that he's now mixing with Darren Till.
That's a lot of fellas talking a lot of crap. You know, I mean, it's obvious he likes Darren Till as a friend. I don't get it why people get so.
Because they're saying that Darren Till is lazy, that he doesn't train.
But he's been training with them.
That's what we don't know.
No, we don't know. I see Darren Till gassing out constantly.
But we don't see it every day like it's in the gym.
Do you think Chimaev's trainer is gonna allow Chimaev not to train because Darren Till is coming in? No, bro. Machete, they would have get him out of there.
No,
they would have said, no, dude, we're coming for the big goal, baby. No,
but something that I like is like Chimaev promised to his mom.
I always
he's
say
gonna make money.
He
has financial problems, they're from.
Oh, this guy's hungry.
Yeah, he needs
this
money.
guy's hungry, so he needs it.
Yeah,
he needs it. Listen, I really appreciate what this guy is trying to do with Darren Till. He's pretty much his team is trying to revive Darren Till. Yeah. Darren Till is still a good fighter, but he's gotten lazy. And I always said that.
4 fights in a row losing.
And I said that before. He got just a little bit lazy. He lost that hunger when he lost against Tyron Woodley. Watch him before Tyron Woodley, and especially when he got knocked out by Masvidal
in London.
In London, dude, like he's lost that hunger. He's hurt. He's a wolf that's hurt, but he can still recover. I believe that he can still recover, and he's got the right company now. That he needs to keep the same energy. Yes, he has to, because these guys are not gonna allow.
Do you mind Darren Till with the wrestling of Chimaev? It's a problem because Darren Till is a really good striker.
Darren Till is an amazing.
Do you think
striker.
that Chimaev has been improving his striking with Darren Till?
Absolutely, and they both have been improving. Darren Till benefits more from Chimaev, obviously, because of.
But I think that striking is.
But they learn from each other. This is the thing.
Because remember, Chimaev is a really good wrestler. He just wrestled with a.
Oh, that dude! He beat him so
incredible.
Easily.
And the other guy is heavier. What is his name? Like he's from Norway. That we like that guy. The Joker is his nickname.
I don't know, but he was like a.
The guy that lost with Vettori. Let me see.
It was only a wrestling match, but
Chimaev
completely dominated.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And this guy is in another weight class, so he has like the weight advantage.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me give you the name real quick. Jack Hermanson. This guy is a weight class up, and Chimaev beat him in a wrestling match. Yep. That's crazy. So you know that we love Chimaev. That's our fifth pick for the card. And next fight we have the clown, the actor, Aljamain Funky Sterling against Peter No Mercy Jan,
the rat,
the little rat. I think this fight is gonna be un paleón.
I think honestly, Peter Jan is gonna give this guy a beating.
Yeah.
And I mean a beating that this guy is not gonna wanna talk when they.
I think the only chance that Sterling has is a weird submission. How he caught what is the name of this guy that he's from Colorado? the white guy, that he's crazy, that he knocked out. Look in the submission.
Sanhagen?
Sanhagen. Like how he caught Sanhagen. A weird submission.
I have no idea how that even happened.
Yeah, it was a weird submission. Super
I
weird.
have no idea.
That's the only thing.
Because Sanhagen, it's a tough son of a bitch.
We saw the fight against.
But he did it.
Yeah.
Well, he did that. He's gonna do it.
No, we know that Sterling has crazy submission, but I think that is the only way that he can.
He's got two things going for him. He's got incredible submissions, and he's also got incredible good acting skills.
But it's not gonna be against us in disqualification. Do you imagine that Peter Jan lost again by disqualification?
No. Listen to what I said. This guy has a.
I know, but I'm telling you,
he's got
imagine that Peter Jan lost again. I know,
acting
listen
skills.
to me, but do you imagine Peter Jan losing again by disqualification, doing another crazy thing? Do you imagine that?
Only one person that has eyes can see that. But if I fucking see that shit again, bro.
Do you imagine? That would be crazy.
I'll be so upset.
You know what I would like to bet in this fight? Like they take a point for one of these fighters. It's like 100 win 5,000. Like they take a point. Maybe like they ginch the eye or kick in the nut. Something there happens in the fight, and they take a point.
I mean, that could happen.
It's 100 and you're gonna win 5,000 for that bet. You know, like for fun.
It could.
You know, this fight can be dirty. I think that Sterling needed to do it dirty. You know, to have a little success or getting in his mind or something, because normally I don't think that Sterling has a chance.
I don't think Sterling has a chance at all.
Yeah. So, you know, we are going with
We're
Peter
going
Jan.
with Jen, so he's our pick.
And the main event of the night, Alexander the Great Volkanovski against Chan Sung Jung, the Korean zombie. You know our rule. We don't bet main events, and
On the main card, on the last one.
yeah, we did it last week because we were really confident. But in this fight, we are confident. But Korean zombie can knock out Volkanovski, you know, and it's gonna hurt because Volkanovski right now is minus 800.
I don't see it happening though.
Yeah, but it can happen.
It could. I don't
We
think
saw Amanda Nunes get submitted by Juliana Peña. If you see that, you can see whatever crazy shit in MMA. I would never think that I would say that Juliana Peña submit Amanda
Me
Nunes.
neither. But she got lazy.
Yeah, I know, but
She got that until.
yeah. Did you imagine that when they fight again, Juliana Peña knock out Amanda Nunes?
Oh my god, bro.
I cannot believe that I said that. Do you imagine?
I mean, she already lost to her in submission. What was it?
Submission. No. Submission. Submitted.
But she dropped her.
Yeah, first. But Amanda Nunes was like, you know, was got out badly. You know what is badly means?
No training.
But you know, like I
Too much coochie and no training.
But I couldn't understand how in the first round he was beating his ass easily, taking it down.
No, like I told you,
whatever.
Amanda's Achilles heel is her fucking cardio, and she didn't train either.
And he's not training now.
She's not training. Let's call him for what he is. He's not training either.
I think that Valentina Shevchenko beat it for easily.
Yeah, no, Valentina will hurt her pretty bad because Valentina has tech.
I think that Valentina, if she's smart, after she defends his title, she goes to fight Juliana Peña to get the second title.
Well, Juliana Peña, you better get ready for a beating because you're gonna get a huge motherfucker.
That lady has a gas tank.
Hey, that lady has a gas. You are not submitting this one. You're most likely you're getting submitted. Yes.
Did you remember what Valentina Shevchenko did to Andrade?
But they're already fighting. Valentina beat the brakes out of her.
Oh, who?
Peña?
No, they never fought. Who fought Peña was no. They fought?
I think so. Why not?
You think? Check it. No, I don't think.
I don't think they fought. But let's see. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
Man, she's been defending this title for like a long time, bro. Yeah, she did.
She did? Ah, she submitted!
She submitted her, bro.
Ah, you were right.
Like,
And you know what this lady was saying was funny, that What is the name of Kyla Harrison? She was running away from her. That was the reason that Kyla didn't sign with the UFC and she signed with the PFL.
Oh, Kyla, you made the right move because your legacy on UFC was gonna get stained by.
Do you think that Valentina Shevchenko can beat the ass of Kyla Harrison?
Yeah, absolutely. Valentina is like the perfect female fighter, man.
She's not gonna lose the title. You don't see it.
Unless she gets lazy, she gets older. That's the things I see happen.
She trained like since she's 4 years old. She said like
you could be training since
that's her life. You know, like she doesn't do nothing else.
But this is the thing.
She doesn't have a man.
You can say I'm a fighter since I'm 4 years old, and here comes another guy and beat the brakes out of you because you're not training. That you've been training since you were 4 years old, and then you got lazy, and another guy comes in, he can beat you. That's not. But if you keep on training like Valentina, listen, man. I get it. You guys are trying to keep that division, you know, that weight class going on. But the way I see it, might as well remove all the ladies and start putting Valentina Shevchenko against gorillas and shit like that from the Soviet. These ladies, none of them. As long as this girl is training, it's gonna be her. In fact, get the belt out of her hand and say, you know what? We are gonna put you in the Hall of Fame twice, just in case you come back to life. And you're born again. You're gonna be holding the Hall of Fame already because I don't see nobody.
Do you think Valentina Shevchenko can beat Chan O'Malley?
Now you're talking.
They're the same weight.
This is the thing. This is the thing. I don't got nothing against ladies, but pitting ladies against men, it's not gonna be so good for you, ladies.
You think there's no chance?
No. Chan O'Malley has to be on absolute crack. Absolute crack and not training or nothing. Listen, a man is actually stronger than a female any day of the week. Any day.
But that can be like demonstrated like by doctors, like they are stronger.
Dude, it has been done several times in every sport. Look
yeah,
I don't want to talk about that, but look what's happening now.
Yeah, with the transsexuals.
With the trans, you know, competing in females sports and breaking their records of ladies.
You talk over here about the guy that swimming, that he was the 50 in the US and now he's the number 1 in the ladies.
It's crazy. Now I think he was like the 164, some crazy, way behind. And this guy now, I mean,
her
movies and all that. He's now beating the record of the best female. It's not fair. I'm not here to talk about that, but it's not fair.
I love this guy that you showed me. He talks about, you know, the discrimination of that and the difference. Let me show you, if you remember this guy that you presented me. His name is, give me a second. He's Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro, yeah.
He talks about the difference in gender. Like he compares with age. Like you cannot feel like an old person.
Listen, you want to see some that like
that
guy to me is
super smart.
The GOAT
in
debating. And this guy actually, the way he debates is just crazy. But he brings out facts.
Yeah, that guy is super smart. Super smart.
Super smart.
I love that guy. Yeah. Super smart.
If you want to learn
about everything, politics,
you know, he even teaches you pretty much. When you're watching each other, you're learning English. Worse than if you've been living for 45 years in this country, you're still learning from this guy because this guy uses an Arabic.
Well, we can talk another day about this guy.
Yeah. So let's just
wrap it up. Say the picks and get out of here. That we have to make money, okay?
Right on.
Okay, so we have 7 picks. The first pick is gonna be Piera Rodriguez. The second pick is gonna be Raquel Pennington. The third pick, Rasinho Rosetu. The fourth pick is gonna be the money fight, Darren Weeks. The 5th pick is gonna be Madsen. The 6th pick, Chimaev. And the 7th pick is gonna be Peter Yan. So guys, let's make some money and catch you in the next one. Let's see you on Monday. Bye.